Can you imagine, Eddie, now you have your own radio show?
Wow, this is a dream actually come true, or one dream that I never thought I should even have. But thank you so much for allowing me to do this.
Oh, no, 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 yourself. You are doing all your dreams coming true. We call it Fly With Me.
Okay.
Because for Eddie, after all his life journey, starting one of the biggest cleaning companies in Southern California, now he's completing his desires, combining his company success with a personal dream, flying. And this can show everyone that if you have a dream, you can do it. Now Eddie has his own aircraft, which allows him to enjoy his dream and spend time with the people that you love.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Eddie, I think your story is so inspired. I really want to share with all the people how you have done all this by yourself. Because with the education and the values and everything your family gave you, you've been transformed in the man that you are now. And I want everyone to know all this about you. Eddie, tell us everything about yourself. Please, feel free. This is your time. Feel free to tell me everything about yourself. Who
Yeah.
is Eddy Pérez?
Well, thank you. Well, to be honest, it's perseverance. It's all it is. You just push through, you push through, you push through.
Yes.
You don't, I mean, there's so many times where you're going to doubt yourself. There's obstacles, there's all kinds of monkey wrenches thrown into the gears, and you're always going to have challenges. But that is part of the journey. The secret is don't stop. It's just, okay, just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And self-worth also, I think, is super important. I never felt less than anybody else.
Amazing. That's truth.
To me, I was just the same as everybody else, and not better, but just the same as everybody else.
Everyone else.
And so that's what's led me to believe in many things that I've done in my life. I remember cycling, for example. Man, can I do a 100-mile bike ride? Competitive.
Why not?
Yeah, competitively. And so I tried and did that at a very, very young age. Then I formed my own cycling team, and then we competed everywhere. Still riding. In fact, my team is out there riding as we speak somewhere in Santa Clarita. And then flying was just like that too. It's like, wow, I would like to learn to fly. I want to experience that feeling of freedom, but mostly to be in control of something that is unnatural to us, which is flying.
Yes, that's true.
Defying the laws of gravity and understanding how to do that. And so it's just perseverance. You just push through. You push through.
I want you to tell me, where are you from originally?
Yeah, of course. I was born in the city of Guatemala.
You're from Guatemala.
I'm from Guatemala. My grandparents and great-grandparents are from Galicia, Spain.
Okay, good.
But we were all born in Guatemala.
Mm-hmm.
And then, at a young age, because of the instability of the country, we migrated to California, actually, when I was about 13 years old.
Okay,
And,
good. You were older enough to be conscious and to know perfectly the Spanish, and then having all the culture and all the values and all the experience of being living in Guatemala, right?
Correct, yeah.
You know everything. You remember all your life in Guatemala?
Yes, of course. I mean, that's, Spanish or Castellano. Castellano is my first language, is my first culture. I adapted to this new culture, to this new land, and learned to love it, obviously. But I remember everything.
You love your country? You love Guatemala?
I do love Guatemala. Often my wife would ask me that question. She's from Ukraine. So she said, do you love Guatemala more than you love United States? That's a very complicated question because...
That's a very complicated question, and I don't want anyone to answer it because half of your heart, corresponds and will always be thankful to your origin,
yes,
right?
Of course. But of course, I've lived here for 48 years. I love this country, as my own. and I love the country that I'm from as my own. So, I'm lucky enough to have two countries, two cultures to
Yes.
love as my own.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing to everyone to know that we are very lucky. The ones that we come from other places, we are lucky enough to have the experiences of two different cultures, two different ways of seeing life, right?
Two different foods.
Two different foods and why, Eddie, you came here?
So the simple answer is civil war in our country. Mom was a single mom. Dad had died, unfortunately, in a tragic family vacation. He drowned, and so mom was left with the three of us, and we were all just a year apart. And
Wow.
there was instability, very unstable, I should pardon, in the country. The war was just horrible in the late 70s, early 80s in Guatemala. So we came here, and so that's how I got here. To avoid being, at the time, it was either you fight for this group of people or you fight for that group of people, and that's it. 275,000 people disappeared during that period
Oh
in
my
our country.
goodness.
So we
And
were
your
lucky.
mom need to take the decision to go, right?
Yes, she first came, and then she immediately sent for us, and we came here and never looked back. I mean, meaning it never looked back as in we don't regret it. Yeah.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing. And then I would love to know. We have 2 minutes, Michael, for ending the show, the segment, or we'll continue after these commercials. Let me know.
For this segment.
For the segment. Amazing, because I have so many questions. That's why we need a segment. We're not even knowing about why you came here and how your mom make this happen, because it sounds that your mom is a very strong woman who took the decision to bring all his family to save them. So let's go to some commercials and coming back, KHTS 98.1 will know more about Eddy Pérez. Fly with me. And we are back here in Fly With Me with Eddy Pérez. It's amazing to know all the story about this man. Oh my goodness. About your mom. I want to know everything because me as a mom, I can't imagine doing this alone without a partner. So she must be such a strong woman. I want to learn everything about her. Tell me, did your mom came along with the three of you here to the USA?
Yeah, she first came by herself to kind of explore and see, how she would make that happen, and then we came after. But you said something that's really interesting. Now, as an adult, as a parent, as a grandparent, I think about this myself. Mom, definitely a super mom, super strong woman, but in a very, very gentle way. With three boys, we had no sisters. She was always in control, but in a very, very gentle way. Almost like we didn't know she was in control. We just thought we were, doing our thing. But no, she was always in control.
And you were like good boys or a lot of energy fighting between you? It was a normal family because I have two boys and it's a lot of
Yeah,
energy.
one of the things that did happen is when we came here as three young men, we actually became a lot closer than we were in Guatemala because
That's truth.
we had to. We had no choice. New language, new friends, new food, new culture, new way of dressing. Where I come from at age 13, 14, you're just a child.
But a teenager, so many changes in your body, in your mind as a teenager.
Yeah.
I can, wow.
And coming here was a wake-up call because here, at my age, there, we were still children. Here, at that age, it's a whole different level.
Totally.
And so, yeah. So we had to adapt very quickly. We normal household. Between us, we fought from time to time. We played soccer and whatever sport together. I mean, it was a normal household. It's just that mom always taught us to be very respectful,
Amazing.
dress properly.
Okay, great.
She was very adamant about that.
Wow.
You look good when you go outside or even in the house. Never this, you know, not so formal look.
Uh-huh.
You polish your shoes, you kind of thing, you know.
Okay, great.
And so she was very strict, but in a gentle way.
How was the education? What was the rules she set when you arrived to the USA?
Yeah. The very first rule was you learn to speak the language.
Great.
It's their
Great.
language. I'm proud that you speak Spanish, but it's their country, it's their language. It's what
It's
you learn.
amazing because that is something about respect. If you are deciding to go to other country, you need to respect and learn everything about that culture, and also know how people is different from you, and respect that and learn from differences.
Yes, yeah, yeah. One of the things that I've learned to do because of how she raised us, I'm very, very American traditional, or we have a very American traditional home, meaning that when it's Thanksgiving, it's all about that. 4th of July, it's all about that. Christmas is all about that. But I cherish this American tradition. I've adopted as my own, obviously. And I make sure that, for example, for Thanksgiving, we have family that's Ukrainian, Guatemalan, Russian, you know, Mexican. We are from everywhere. But I make sure that everybody, next to a plate, I put the story of Thanksgiving. Read it, understand what we're celebrating, understand what
amazing.
this is. Same thing with 4th of July. We play the national anthem and I explain, do you understand what these words mean? What is it that we're singing about? That's just me. I'm very patriotic, very American in the way that I love this country, I respect. And this was instilled by my mom when we were kids.
Yes.
Don't forget where you came from, but this is who you are now.
Yes.
And
I think that's an amazing way to see life. Because, for example, for people, I am talking about my own experience. I really miss so much. I'm so proud of being a Mexican. You can't imagine how much I'm proud of being a Mexican. And being in another country, I always want to continue with my traditions.
yes.
But then, a couple of years ago, I realized that I also need to be grateful and to learn and to be part of the things that they celebrate in this country.
Sure,
And
absolutely.
now I celebrate them. Now I feel proud of being part of two different cultures, and that's what people like you, Eddie, teaches me.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Well, that's exactly right. We don't forget, like I said, where we come from, but I'm an American, and I will die for this country if I have to. So it's again, people like you and me are lucky to have two different cultures, two different ways of life without disrespecting one or the other. But this is where we are. This is the country that we've chosen to stay in. And
You think, because that's what I was trying to see like a sense to this episode, that you think that life chose you to be here, from Guatemala to the USA. Why was not Mexico? Why was not other country, Why here? Why we are here instead of being in other part of the world?
I wish I had an answer for that. I don't know. The answer is I simply don't know. Was it destiny? Was it consequences? Was it whatever it was? I'm incredibly lucky and grateful that this is where I ended up and not somewhere else. So for me, it's just I'm just grateful that I'm here.
And I think a way to being grateful about this situation is to be prepared. As you said, let's learn about the language. Let's be educated. Let's do things the
Sure.
correctly way.
Absolutely.
That's the way you have done the things, and that's why you build an emporium with the company that you have now, because you've been doing the things correctly, the way they must be.
Yeah, I think the secret of that as well is that you need to understand what the rules are here. Obey those rules. You have to, trying to transform this country, this is my personal opinion, into something that is not, I think it's a mistake. We need to immerse ourselves into this culture, this country, and not try to change it. Now, we can contribute to it, absolutely.
Totally.
We all do. From every corner of this world, we do.
Yes.
We contribute to it.
Yes.
But changing it to something that is not, I think it's a mistake. We have to respect this land, in my opinion, and then contribute to it, make it fuller, richer,
Yes.
better.
Yes.
And we all can do that, and not try to change it to make it become something that it isn't. If that's the case, then perhaps should consider going back. But that's just my opinion. And of course, it's all related to where we come from. We mom always instilled in us the fact that you are here to contribute, to give, not
And-
just take.
And each
Give.
one of us has so many things we can contribute in the things that we can do, with our talents, with our things that we are good at. We can make a better place with our help,
Sure.
living in community. This episode was about that. To everyone, all of us, to be together, giving the best of ourselves to the place that we decided to live.
Correct.
Oh, great. And you are just totally the example that you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it. How? Resilience, perseverance, and working hard to reach your
Yeah.
dreams.
Hard work is definitely the key to this. Hard work, as you said, perseverance, resilience, and believe in yourself.
Yes, believe
that's
in
it.
yourself. That's amazing. So, during all these episodes, we are going to be learning more about Eddy Pérez and his journey in this entrepreneur, in this company, in this building ourselves as a good persons to raise the best of us, of ourselves to the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you for
thank you.
having me.
And say, no, this is your show. And please say thank you to all the persons that are listening to us. This is KHTS 98.1, 1220 AM.